Rock and Roll Trucker.
This is the Rock and Roll Trucker. We're knocking out miles, we're eating good, we're rocking and rolling and having a good time. Come along for a ride. Let's see where we can go today.
Good Monday, y'all. As you can see, I'm rolling down the road. I have been for a while. Got the day, it was kind of a weird late in the day start for me, so I didn't get to my usual firing the camera up early this morning. We got up, wasn't scheduled to pick my load up for today until noon in Chattanooga. So we got up, kicked around the house for a little while, and Aaron cooked me a good breakfast, and we chilled out for a little bit before heading out to grab a thing or two at the store and getting to the truck and getting it fired up. I showed up at the Coca-Cola plant at one of the 47 of them we have around Chattanooga. They're all over the place, different Coca-Cola warehouses, but got there right at 12, right as I was supposed to. That particular location have been sticklers for appointments lately, so wasn't a lot of use in going in real early. Was there for about an hour and a half, got loaded up, and ever since then, I left, grabbed some fuel, and I've been pointing towards Montgomery, Alabama ever since. I have since passed through Birmingham, and I am in between Birmingham and Montgomery right now, with about 50 miles or so to go, I think, maybe a little bit more. In theory, we're set up to drop this one and hook up to a preloaded one, so it should be a simple process if my next one is already loaded up, and if they take this one. Now, so in theory, I've got a drop and swap, and I'll be coming out of there and immediately pointing towards Savannah, Georgia, to go drop at Coca-Cola over there tomorrow. I think that's an unload, but I just say drop just out of habit. But yeah, we'll be heading from there to Savannah, in theory, very quickly and efficiently. Hopefully that is the case, because I could use some efficiency this week. And I will get this load off, and it will manage to actually go on this pay period that ends tonight. So that'd be good. Then we're going to Savannah to drop Coca-Cola. Then we're going just right down the street from there to Pooler, Georgia, to grab a load that will be going to Mobile, Alabama. All of this is going to kind of keep me on the coastal and Gulf region there, and talk to buddy Dan today, and he was telling me I haven't been paying attention to the weather. Apparently over in that general vicinity there, down in Florida at least, we were expecting there's a hurricane forming, and they're expecting landfall, and it's supposed to move up into Georgia and stuff around Wednesday or so. And of course that will spread weather all the way across through the Gulf region, so I'm quite possibly pointing towards a hurricane. Once I get over here to Montgomery, I'm going to pull this stuff up and look at it and see what is happening, because that'll be about my luck, all nice and booked up and got some money lined up, then I'll end up heading towards a hurricane and it being all crazy and stuff. But we will deal with it as it comes, and we will do what we do, which is professional driving, and we will do what we can. And if it's ugly and we can't do much, we'll stop and, let it pass, reroute, go do something. We'll handle it as a professional would handle it, and hopefully get some good video footage in the process, right? Okay, so this could be an interesting week. Yeah. We had a good weekend there. We went to Dan's wedding. You saw, if y'all watched the previous video that went up today, as you're watching this, that would be yesterday that the video went up. But we went to his wedding in a little wedding chapel in Gatlinburg. Then everybody that was, had a nice little small ceremony with, some friends and family and stuff. His kids were there, and some various assortments of human beings that would be at a wedding. You know how weddings are. You know how the guest lists go. And we all convened afterwards and went to a restaurant and hung out and had drinks and food, and just generally hung out and socialized and had a good time. And I think everybody came away happy and enjoyed themselves. It was a good time. And then Aaron and I kicked around Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge there for the rest of the day and the night, and then got up and enjoyed the Sunday with a drive back, kicking around out in the national park, and just an overall good weekend. And we got home last night, which watching this, we'll call it Sunday night. We got home Sunday evening, and Erin's birthday is this week, and I'll be out of town, unfortunately. And so we went and had an early birthday dinner with her. We went to one of our favorite places we went to for the first time about a year ago. She took me on my birthday, and it was fantastic. Zion 1943 Korean steakhouse. We got the butcher's feast, and it is just a sight to be seen. And they do all the cooking right there, grill side at your table. It's not like a big show like Shogun used to be or anything like that. It's like they're legit, doing cooking table side, just chefing it up there. And all the meat is either dry or wet aged in house. And you walk in the front door, and there's this amazing 2-story tall dry aged cooler full of the finest looking things you could ever see. Just amazing cuts of meat, and it's spectacular. It is definitely a treat. Definitely not somewhere that at least people like us get to go every night of the week. So it's a special occasion place, and it is amazing. It's a good weekend for us. We needed some wind down time. We've just, both of us, you see what I do and the hassles and aggravations I deal with, and she runs her own business from home. She's constantly on meetings and writing and structuring, things for her clients, businesses. And we both live a very busy, hectic life. And it was nice to have, albeit a short weekend, a nice, enjoyable weekend. And congratulations to Dan and Misty there for getting it done this weekend. That was a good time. Very good time. Nice little wedding chapel there at a nice location. I think it was a good choice. Everybody left and had an enjoyable time, and they got done what they intended to do. So good for them. Good for a good time for everybody else. Glad we were invited. Glad we got to go. I'm going to do some driving here. I'm going to get us over here to Coca-Cola in Montgomery and see if this is going to be an efficient drop and swap like I hope it is. And I'll get back with you guys from there. Hop in, enjoy the ride, get yourself a snack, take a nap over here in the passenger seat. Whatever you choose to do. We'll get on down the road and see what happens with all this weather and all these loads. See y'all back again here in a little while. Y'all be good for a bit. Howdy ho, neighbors. Back out on the road. We made it to Montgomery. We had a surprisingly efficient drop our load, pick up the other load experience. I'm suspicious. I'm already going down the road and moving down the highway with the new load headed towards Savannah, but I'm suspicious. It makes me suspect. I get all suspicious whenever things seem like they went too easy. I'm used to things going horrendously difficult at all times since I've started this owner-operated adventure, basically since I started my trucking career. None of it's ever been simple, none of it's ever been easy. On the rare occasions that it happens simple, I'm like, what's the score here? What's next? What kind of trickery is happening here? And I guess I should just learn to take the good. I always have to take the bad. I need to just accept the good and don't question it and just let it be good, right? Let the goodness flow into my heart. I'm going to change my attitude and my outlook, right? Yeah. So that went well. That went well. Way better than I was anticipating. I thought it might go okay, but it actually went well. So awesome. So we're on 85. We're pointing that way. We're going to get up here to Opelika, Auburn, somewhere right around there, exit 62, I think. We've got a fuel stop. We're going to have to fuel up for this leg of this trip, and then we'll be moving on down the highway. I think we're actually jumping off at exit 62 anyways, take some state highways and everything, and work our way across to I-16, I believe is the route we're taking. So we'll be on the back roads this evening, and I don't know if I think we're going to come up just short on being able to make it, so I'm trying to find a place to stop and stay for the night. If I come up a little short, it's going to be interesting on that route, from what I remember last time I came through there, but that is a battle we will fight when it gets here. We got a few hours before we have to deal with that, right? So, we are going to do some driving. I had a good update for you folks for a change. What do you think about that? Look at that road out in front of me. Traffic isn't even too bad right now. So I got to take that good and let it flow into my heart, like I was saying. We had a good weekend. We've had a reasonable start to the work week here. Maybe it'll all be okay. What do you think? Send me some good vibes. Help me create some for myself, right? Yeah. Keep a positive outlook. See if we can have a week without a hitch for once. Can we do it? I'd like to think we can do it. I would really love to experience that because it's been so long, right? Oh, we're headed that way. We're not too far from crossing over in, well, I don't know how many miles it is to before we, I guess it's a substantial way before we cross over into Georgia. Yeah, I keep forgetting where I'm at. I'm in Alabama. I don't know what I'm thinking sometimes. I just lose my brain, lose my way, and that's not a good thing when you're a truck driver. Somehow, I always manage to get where I'm going. It even amazes me sometimes. I've spent a lot of years of somehow ending up where I'm supposed to be, and I don't always understand how I did it with the way my brain works on occasion. But, hey, we make it work. We're headed for exit, yeah, I think I said exit 62 is where that fuel stop is going to be, and on my directions, coincidentally, that did appear to be where I'm getting off anyway, so that works out. I dig it. We got 300 and some odd miles, or 320, 325 left to get where we're going. We'll see if we make it all the way. If we do, I'm not, I guess at this fuel stop, I need to research and see what parking is going to look like on the other end. I don't know that it's going to be beneficial to even get all the way to where I'm going, because I don't know that I'll have a place to park. Don't believe this is a drop and hook on that end. I believe, I'm actually almost positive of it. It's going to be a live unload appointment. Some Coca-Colas will take you early. Some of them are sticklers for making you be right on time. I don't know how this one's going to be. Never been to this one. So it'll be a new experience for all of us. But I don't think it's too bad. I think this is one of their pretty regular stops here. I think this is their pretty regular loop they have here. Ordinarily, I would think after I empty there, I'm going to their normal place that they send us all to there. Should be a drop and hook there. And then I'm going down to Mobile, whereas I think a lot of times that picks up and goes back off into Tennessee or something like that. Just kind of runs a loop. I don't know where I'll be going from Mobile. We never can. We might end up bouncing back up to Montgomery and doing the whole thing again. I don't know. We'll know more tomorrow, right? Well, I'm going to get off here and drive. We got some open roads. We're going to do some good driving. I'm glad I was able to bring a positive update to you folks for once, so you don't have to hear me bitching about something. You don't have to see things going bad for the moment. At least for this moment in time, things are okay. Fingers crossed. We need them to stay that way. Send me good vibes. Yes, I'll always take those. I'll always take them. I'll pick them up. They travel through the air, through the cosmos, and they arrive to me, and they make me feel good. So thanks for those anytime you send them. Always send them to me. Take all of them. I'm going to go for now. Let's do some driving. You guys hang on. It's probably dinner time for a lot of y'all. Go eat. We'll see y'all again here in a little while. Good morning. Yeah, last time you saw me, I was on a different shirt. I was driving along. It ended up getting dark. I couldn't really film much good. At least not where you could see me. It would just be a dark road and me talking in the background. That's no good. We drove and drove and drove and drove and drove and drove. And we ended up at a Walmart Supercenter in Dublin, Georgia. Parking was getting hard to come by. It was time for me to stop. I wasn't going to make it where I was going. I'm going to use the trusty old trucker path, and the closest Walmart to me was listed as allows trucker parking overnight. And I got here, it was quiet. It was open. There was only like 2 other trucks here, and they were actual Walmart trucks. So it's off the beaten path and not overrun by people. So I had a nice peaceful sleep at a Walmart. Thumbs up to that. Thumbs up to this Dublin, Georgia Walmart here. Thank you for allowing me to rest my weary bones here. We're about to get up and go. I got to finish this. I got to knock this trip out, and then I got to get on this other trip with a quickness. We got a lot of driving to do today, because we got to get down to Mobile too after we get this other load. And we got a lot of work to do, guys. So I'm going to get up, get at it. I've got me a little just plain sandwich made. I got my drink going, ready to roll. Let's go. Let's do some driving. Oh, we're back, y'all. We're on the road. We're almost almost to where we're going. We're showing up a tad bit late for what we were scheduled to get to at Coca-Cola, but it be what it be. We can only do what our hours that are government mandated allow us, right? That's all we can do. We can only do the best we can. We're going to get it there. We're a couple of miles away, not real far. And then I don't think we're very far from our other pickup there, but we got to get that and get out in a hurry because we have a hurricane forming down south there, and we're going to have to take a route kind of out of the way where we're going to get where we're going to avoid the hurricane and evacuations and stuff like that. We'll talk more about that here in a little while. I got to plan my route and check it. It's going to be a longer route, and it's going to push the delivery for tomorrow kind of tight. Yeah, so it's going to be the next 24 hours or so are going to be interesting, and then after I deliver in Mobile, I am scheduled to run back up to Montgomery, Alabama to pick up another Coca-Cola load going back over to Savannah. And that load very well could be up in the air because that hurricane and the aftermath of it might very well drop right across Savannah over there as it moves along. So we've got some interesting things to contend with on this run now, don't we? I've been driven for a long time, and this will be my first time ever being down here on this area of the country during the time that one of these things is forming up and passing through. So I'm still doing new stuff in my career all the time. You never, like, once you think you've done it or seen it all in trucking, you need to go ahead and get out because you've gotten too big for your britches. Because you've never done it all and you've never seen it all, and there is always something new to contend with. Always. It is an industry full of constant surprises, as is this earth and Mother Nature. So yeah, we got an interesting next 24 to 36 hours happening. It's going to be a little more hectic than I'd like because we're going to have to drive not real efficient routes to get where we're going, and hope we don't run into like evacuation traffic and stuff like that. But we're going to get it done. We're professionals. Everybody wants their stuff. Nobody loves us. Nobody likes us except our own families, but everybody wants their stuff. Everybody needs their things. The country has to keep on moving, and that's what we're out here to do, and I'll get it done. Albeit not at the risk of my own safety. I will not put myself at extreme risk, but I will do what I've got to do. So we're going to get over here to this Coca-Cola. Looks like we're about to exit right up here. Exit 102. Looks like we're 2 minutes away. So we're getting close. So I'll take you right up to the entrance of Coca-Cola with me here. You can see where we're going. Hopefully it's a quick unload because I really do need to get over there to my next stop and snatch that up with a quickness and get out of here. I need to get myself pointed towards Mobile. I need to get somewhere and get me a few gallons of fuel. I've got enough to get on down the road a ways, but I don't want to get put into some sort of odd situation where I'm stuck or stopped due to something, you know, hurricane or weather related, and not have enough diesel to hang out and do, you know, outlast whatever the situation is. I don't anticipate that happening, but it is not wise to ever be unprepared, so I'm going to get myself prepared. Probably snatch I was at a Walmart this morning and I walked out and forgot to grab a new package of waters, so I'm going to need to get me some water somewhere along the way. Situations like this are the prime reason why truck drivers should always have a few extra gallons of diesel, should always be holding on to some waters, and always be holding on to a little bit of food. You never know when you might get stuck and what you might get stuck for. Again, I'm anticipating taking a route where I shouldn't have to be stuck or anything like that, but you just don't know. Mother Nature is wild, and so are human beings, and you never know what kind of chaos that humans are going to cause because of what Mother Nature is doing. So, be prepared, right? Isn't that what the Boy Scouts teach you? did 1 year of Cub Scouts when I was a kid, so I didn't get too far in it, but I learned that lesson. Always be prepared, right? Always be prepared. Don't get caught with your britches down, as they say. Yeah, I heard? I'm just over here talking all kinds of mess. What kind of incident they got going on behind Crystal's over here? We got all kinds of police, fire truck, ambulance. Something going on. Hope nobody got anything too bad there. Never can tell. Alright, here we go. Coleman Boulevard. We should be mere moments away from the Coca-Cola that I want. Let's see. We need to go 3/10 of a mile, so I need over in this other lane here. Mr. Dump Truck, can you help me out? Thank you. I do appreciate it. Go straight down here. We'll be turning right here in a bit. We should be right up on our Coca-Cola. I've never been to this one before. This one's a new one for me. I don't know if they're sticklers, or if they're particular, if they're going to say, we'll work you in and you're going to be here for the rest of the week. I don't know. I don't think so, but you never can tell. Some of these Coca-Colas are picky. Alright. Is this it? Here we go. Yeah, I guess this is it. Alright, guys. I'm going to hop off here, and I'll catch y'all after we get out of here. Y'all be good until I get back.
After almost 19 years of trucking, you know what really makes you feel like a rookie? Sitting in the dock and having the unloader come out and ask you, why are your doors closed? I backed into the dock and forgot to open the doors to my trailer. Good job, rookie.
Alright. That took a lot longer than I was hoping it would, but we're out of there. We're unloaded. We're pulling out. We're about to beeline it over to our pickup in Pooler, Georgia. See if we can grab this and get the heck out of here. It should be a drop-in hook, but they're a little bit of a process over there. High value freight, and they make you thumbprint and check this number and check that number and take your tag numbers on your trailer, take your tag number on your truck. It seems like it's a never-ending process to get in there and get out of there, even on a drop-in hook, but shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad, albeit they close in an hour for a regular live load, so it's probably hopping busy right now. But it'll be what it's going to be. We're going to get it. We're going to get out of this town. Kind of make a beeline for the middle of Georgia there, get up above all this stuff that's on the way. Granted, it's a hurricane, it's a tropical storm, so we won't get out and escape all the rain and stuff. We might escape the bad, worst parts of the storm, but we will most assuredly be involved in some rain. That is, without a doubt, going to happen. But we don't want it to be the rain here. We don't want it to be the rain there coming directly off the hurricane, which it should be tomorrow probably before any of that mess gets here, I would say. We want to get out ahead of it. We want to get ahead. This is a crazy intersection, and human beings just can't function, just can't drive. Come on. Yeah, there we go. My turn. As y'all saw in the clip before, I'm still a full-blown rookie. Tried to back in the dock, but my door's open, y'all. They didn't even back in the right dock on top of that. I was not having a good moment there. Yeah, I don't know what was happening, but it wasn't me doing anything right. No. Oh, we're on the way. I'm ready to get this day over with. I ran way later last night than I wanted to. I'll be having to run. I'll pretty much have to exhaust my hours for tonight too, so I'll be running a full run tonight too. So it'll be another late night. Back up early tomorrow. It's going to be a hectic week here, y'all. I'm going to be tired, and I'm going to need a shower. Got to find time to get one. We're back out with it. We had our nice, easy-going, fun-loving weekend, and we're back out at it with a vengeance right now, y'all. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to hang this clip on for very long. I'm going to get over here to where I'm going, see if I can get that check in and check out done as quick as I can, and hope it's painless and easy. I'm gonna hop off. We're gonna go over here and get this load. We're gonna get the heck out of here. I mean, it is ugly, ugly, ugly gray rain and storm behind me back there. This is not gonna be a nice place to be for the next couple of days, and I want out of here, especially knowing I've got to come right back. I'll be back over here Thursday. Yuck. Oh well. Knock it off. I'll see y'all here in a little while after we get this going. Y'all be good. Well, folks, that took a little longer than I wanted it to, but we got out of there. Got into rain almost immediately. Looks like I might be pointing towards a little clear patch up here, but I'm going to be hitting some spotty rain all the way to where I'm going, it looks like. And probably going to be hitting a lot tomorrow, the way that storm's rolling up through there. Looks like it's going to cover a lot of area with storms and heavy rain. We're out of there. I was playing around earlier whenever I uploaded a little short video. Did one of the YouTube shorts earlier about my backing into the door with the doors closed and everything. What is it with people on YouTube? It's like they don't have anything constructive to say, so they'll find something about the way you look. Every time, like half the ones I post anymore that actually get a lot of traction, that one kind of took off really, really quick. Got like 1,000, 1,500 views real quick. And immediately I got another comment on there saying something about my nose ring and my, gauged out holes on my ears. Yes, I have these things. You can see them in every video. You're not bothering me by saying anything about it. I just like, what is the obsession? They always make a remark about it, like somehow or another it affects my ability to drive a truck. It stumps me. I never can figure it out, and I never can explain it. And I just, yes, I got a ring in my nose, and I got big things in my ears. Here we go. It's out in the open. All of you have seen it. I'll never understand it. It's always some crack about it. It always relates to my ability to drive a truck somehow. I'm like, I always ask them, please explain yourself. Nobody ever really explains themselves. I never get it. What is it with people? Can anybody explain this? I have yet to figure out how this has altered my personality or my ability to do my job. It hasn't. Newsflash. I've had the ones in my ears for a really, really, really long time. I've driven a lot of miles with those in my ears. I've driven a lot of miles since I put the ring in my nose. Stop it, y'all. Well, actually, keep on. I like the comments because it keeps the algorithm moving. So keep on asking them dumb questions and making your dumb remarks about people's appearances. We actually appreciate the the action on the video there. It helps the video, so joke's on you by trying to knock me. You're actually helping me out and keeping the momentum of the video going. So good job, y'all. I do actually appreciate you. Man, I hope the rain stops for a little bit here and there, because I have a feeling once I can tell I'm heading for some clear spots up here. I think I'm going to be driving right back into some even heavier spots here in a little while. I'm going to make up some time. I got to get over to, I'm heading across I-16. Instead of going south 95 and jumping on I-10 and just going through the worst of all of it down there, opting to take 16 across until I have to jump off. I think it's 80 I'll jump across on, and head across to Columbus, and then join 85 to Montgomery, and I'll ride Montgomery south into Mobile. We'll bypass a lot of the stuff that's going to be skirting along the Gulf coastal part of Florida and I-10 down there. We'll still get into a lot of rain and stuff, but not near what we would. It's really not, time-wise, I'm not losing that much. It doesn't seem like the most logical route on the map, but it's really not that bad. Really not much more of an effort. Be a little slower, but not too bad. Those are pretty decent roads going through there, so we've got an alternate route. It'll get us out of some of the rain, some of the storms, but we're still going to be in a bunch, especially by tonight. But yeah, we're tooling along. We're moving on. We're trying to get this day done. Trying to make some progress. Get over there to Columbus and get our fuel stock, splash some fuel. Yeah, and we'll keep on moving along to the next leg of the trip. I'm gonna hop off here for now. And, I'll catch up with y'all later. Lord knows I'm going to be behind the wheel for a while this evening, so plenty of opportunities to talk to you. Y'all be good until I get back. Send me some good vibes. Send me some good weather vibes. Let's stay safe. All of y'all down there at the bottom, stay safe. Be good. Be careful. All of you over there to the eastern half of Florida, when that stuff comes rolling across there and starts dropping the torrential downpours and flash floods and stuff, y'all be safe over there too. Y'all be extra vigilant. I'll be back with y'all here in a little while. Y'all be good. Weehaw, people. We finally made it to the end of this video. We are stopped. I got as far as Evergreen, Alabama. My hours are about out. I didn't film a lot during the day today after the last time you saw me in a clip here because there was a lot of really heavy rain, and you would have just been watching out the windshield, just watching the windshield wipers go by, just doing that. And then it got dark, and then we had delays and blah, 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 blah. We made it as far as Evergreen, and apparently basically every truck headed south, I guess, decided to dive off early tonight because to let the brunt of whatever was going to be messing down and around Mobile and stuff to get by. There was going to be, I don't think there was no hurricane hitting down there, but there was going to be some pretty ugly rain and storms. I guess everybody stopped short of that because there's no spaces, none. Rest areas, truck stops, ramps, not a lot to choose from. We're going to take off pretty quick and get down there and get this load off and boogie back up to Montgomery and grab our load and boogie back over to Savannah. Hope things aren't shut down and hope that the load is still on. Looked like they were going to get some pretty ugly pieces of some storms over there tomorrow, tonight, tomorrow. We'll see. I didn't think I was ever going to get to the end of this video. This video started yesterday. There's just been so many delays and so much weather and so much dark and driving late. It's just been off kilter on my schedule because of what time we got started Monday. They didn't have my load scheduled until noon Monday, so we've been dropped my pen. So we've been running, not what would be our preferable hours and schedules here ever since we left out Monday. We'll get it back on track, though, by the weekend. Hopefully we'll make some good money this week. Yeah. I'm not going to stretch this out real long here. Get this video done, and hopefully things get a little more... Not like... I hope things get a little more interesting, but in a good way interesting, I don't need any more craziness happen that I've had the last few weeks, last few months. We need good interesting. Yeah. And I'll get back with y'all in the morning. Before we go though, I haven't done a music recommendation here lately. Things have been a little hectic here lately. I'll just simply put it. I got on a Van Halen kick earlier this week, and I went to one that not everybody always goes to, but it's chock full of goodies in my opinion. People got a little down on it and have over the years. That was when they're kind of going through doing a lot of cover songs. There's a couple of cover songs on that record, but I think they're all some cover songs. The Van Halen album, Diver Down. I love Diver Down. I love the song. I love Where Have All the Good Times Gone. That's one of my favorite songs ever. And you've got Hang 'Em High on there, and then you've got the famous Cathedral instrumental. You've got Dancing in the Streets cover song. Frickin' fun song. I love it. And then you've got the Intruder intro followed up by You Really Got Me. That's frickin' great. I don't care if it's a cover song. I don't know, it's good. That whole album is just chock full of some of Eddie's finest guitar tones and just rhythm playing and stuff on there as far as I'm concerned. And just the whole band was still on fire at that point. Yeah, they were on fire. All four of them. Just fantastic. Not everybody's favorite album. I'm not even going to go as far as to say it's my favorite Van Halen album, but I really love the album. It could make an argument for my favorite Van Halen record, but I'm not sure I'd call it my favorite, but dadgummit, I love it. It's a good record, and that's what I'm recommending y'all. Dig back up, dig some old Van Halen back up, pull up Diver down. If you've never listened to it, give it a listen. If it's been years, give it another listen. It's well deserving of it. It's rock and roll, like really like good, honest, old American, you know, rock and roll. Just good stuff in my book. Should be good in your book too, as far as I'm concerned. But with that, I'm going to call it a night. See if we can get a fresh start tomorrow. Get something good, interesting video going. But whenever you're watching this, whatever time it is there, have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, good breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you might be having or getting ready to have. As I've been saying here lately, as they say, be good at it. I'm going to bring in an old quote. Is anybody familiar with the old show, Red Green? Kind of an obscure Canadian show. They used to show it on PBS and stuff. But he used to say, if the ladies can't find you attractive, at least make them find you handy. Be good or be good at it, y'all. We'll see y'all again tomorrow.